Hi, and welcome back to YouTube. This is my second deck tech for Streets New Capenna Commanders that I'm thinking of playing. And this little video is all going to be about Mr Orfeo the Boulder. Um, it's Jund, for want of a better phrase. I can't remember what it's called. It's Riveteers, I think, from New Capenna. But yeah, if most players will know black, red, and green as Jund, but we'll go with Riveteers. It's the Riveteers Lieutenant, for want of a better phrase, from the new set. 2/4. Not great stats for 4 mana, but the ability is quite interesting. Whenever you attack, double the target creature's power until the end of turn. Please notice whenever you attack, so as in the player, not this creature, not Mr. Orfeo, it's when you attack. It doubles the power of a creature. Just one. Not anything major, but just one creature. So, how do we take advantage of this? Well, I thought long and hard about this. And then I remembered there's a very good mechanic called exalted. However, there are very few green, red, or black creatures with exalted. All of the ones that I could find in this deck. If you don't remember what exalted does, here is ignoble hierarch that I went and bought especially for this deck. Exalted, whenever a creature you control attacks alone, that creature gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Obviously, ignoble hierarch adds mana as well, which kind of helps with things in this deck. So I was like, okay, that's good. Let's go through the exalted creatures. So I'm just going to cheat up here now because obviously I've just finished building this, and here we go. And they're all in the deck. So we've got Duskmantle Prowler, Haste, Exalted, Knight of Infamy, Protection from White, Exalted, Rorik's Charger, Trample, Exalted, Core Archers, Reach, Exalted, Duty Bound Dead, Goblin Champion, and Servant of Nephirax. They're all in this deck. I've put them all in. They are literally the only cards I can find. If there's any more that I've missed that are in red or green, no, I know there's obviously Noble Hierarch, but it has the mana symbols in it, so it can't go in this deck. If I've missed any, please let me know in the comment section, because I'd really like to add them, because I think using Exalted with this guy is a really good idea. So, because you can stack your triggers. Yeah? So, how am I going to take advantage of this? Well, something else I thought about. So I decided to go up the top end on this. The Golter is here, obviously. Trample. Daragaz, Trample. Dragon Lorgataka, Trample. Nyx Bloom Ancient, Trample. Old Norbill's Flies, but that's just there for that. Balefire Dragon Flies. Shallow Dread does Swamp Walk. So, yeah, okay, then we'll do that side of it. There's a few other little things in here that could be useful at some stage. We've got Grave Time, the Death Touch, Noxious Gearhulk's got Menace, so that gets round it. Aura Phoenix has got Flying, it's also got Cascade. I just decided to try this out. I haven't played Aura Phoenix yet, so I decided to chuck in this deck. Seems like a good plan. And then down here we've got other things that can benefit from the doubling of the power. So Gorgeous, a 2/1 for 1. Obviously, if it attacks, it gets to become a 4 if it's any creature attacking. Bird of Paradise ramp, Mystics ramp, Elves ramp, Goose's ramp, Noble Hierarchs, well, Ignoble Hierarchs ramp. So we got some ramp, yeah. Mox Tantalith, Crypt, Signet, Sol Ring, because we have got quite some heavy stuff up this end. Okay, Signet's there. Death Cup Cultivator is Rana ramp. Farseek, Druid, Rampant Growth, Terminate, etc. Draenei the Liberator of Malakir. I just put that in because I thought it'd be a bit fun. Chuck some +1/+1 counters around. It's got evasion and flying. Captain Lannery Storm gives us haste, so if we have got an exalted creature down, we cast this, we can get in and makes life a little bit bigger. Chaos Warp to deal with anything that upsets us. Cultivate. Don't need to explain Cultivate, I hope. Dryads there because just additional land place. We get up the top end quicker. Growing Right, same thing. Prowling Ceropod. There's been a few more blue decks around with counter spells recently, so I thought this was, get this in, stops all my creatures being countered, because we are fairly reliant on creatures with this to get anywhere. Gloom Shrieker, because I decided to play this instead of playing Eternal Witness. I decided, plus it's got Menace, so yeah, that might help get some extra damage in with this. Journey to Eternity, we're going to try and chuck on a creature, and if it dies, get it back. Gives us a nice little way of returning all our creatures from the graveyard to play. I've chucked in Mad Rush Cyclops, which people may or might not remember, but creatures you control have a haste with this, so that's quite good. Binding of the Old Gods, just to deal with stuff as we go along. Prosper, because I have one, it's the right colours, and there's a little bit of card draw, so it's not the end of the world. Garrick, to hopefully just keep the mana flowing and untapping things. Occasionally we'll probably do the -1 to the 3/3, and if we need to, we'll just try and kill everyone in one turn with the overrun ability. Charger we've already talked about. Rampant Rejuvenator. I thought I'd give this a go. It comes in battle with 2+1/+1 counters on it. When it dies, search up for X basic land cards. We've got 6 basic lands in the deck. That might be wrong. There might be more needed to go in the deck, to be fair. But we'll try it with this. We've also got Explosive Vegetation and Circuitous Route. We have got the gates in here. We've got one of each gate in here, so they can just go. That can go fetch your gates, which makes it a little bit easier with the 3-color deck. Then I've put Junjai the Midnight Sky in because I quite like it, and I get to put a non-dragon creature from my graveyard onto the battlefield under my control. So non-dragon, 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 non-dragon. Yeah, get the plan. Massacre Girls there just for a bit of board control. I also quite like Massacre Girls. Also got Menace, so it helps with all the exalted triggers. Terror Grid. Don't really know why, but it seemed like a good idea at the time when I was building the deck, so we went with this. Freyleys is there to provide a little bit of ramp, but mainly for the -2 ability for destroying target artifacts or enchantments, for anything we're upset about. Primal Command, we can shuffle everything back in if we need to, gain 7 life, or find a creature we need. And Kobold, because Kobold's in the right colour. So, the other thing I will point out before someone shouts at me in the comments, Cathedral Walls in here as well. That's got the exalted ability as well. So that's an uncounterable exalted ability, which is quite nice. So basically, the idea is get a few creatures down, get Mr Orfeo in play. If we've got a few exalted triggers, attack with one of them, stack it all in the right order so that his ability resolves last, and you've got the exalted triggers first, so you get a big creature which will hopefully smash your opponent around. Is it going to work? Don't know. It's a first draft. There'll be a link to the deck list up in the YouTube video below, so have a look down below in the notes section. You'll see a list there, but this is just something I wanted to try out, and we'll see how it goes from there. So thank you for taking 8 minutes, 9 minutes out of your day to watch this video. Really appreciate it. If you could, like the video, subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate that as well. Like I say, I stream on Twitch, in the show notes below. Have a look see, and yeah, that's it really. So thanks for watching this. I'll be back shortly with some other ones to go with New Capenna. So take care, have fun, and really thank you very much for taking time to watch this video. Bye.